legal team calls that search a violation of his constitutional rights, and they're demanding an evidentiary hearing. Not so fast, though. Prosecutors defend the seizure. They say the notes were obtained during a nationwide, pre-planned sweep.
You're real from the front line. You know what I'm saying? It's wicked. So you be careful.
Yeah.
I can't do nothing if you know what I'm saying? I need you out there. You feel me?
Yeah. I hear you. Yes, sir.
This is all cap. This is cap. Now, Floyd, I don't know if Floyd Mayweather is so used to deceiving and fooling niggas that he thought he could fool the actual business insiders because a deal like this.
Breaking news from CNN has revealed an audio recording that allegedly links Floyd Mayweather Jr. to a reported $400 million tax controversy. The recording, which is rapidly spreading across social media platforms, is said to document a private discussion that connects the boxing star to a complex financial arrangement involving offshore accounts, shell corporations, and assets that were reportedly undisclosed. This leak challenges Mayweather's long-held reputation for financial mastery and raises significant questions regarding both the legality and ethics of how he may have managed his wealth.
Floyd Mayweather is about to pay $2 billion to purchase a sports team and may never have to pay taxes again. The tax code offers these super wealthy so many methods to erase their income through deductions, and none is better than purchasing a sports team. Buying a sports team is like buying a unicorn real estate property. The value is always going to go up, the owner is going to make money, but on their tax return, they're going to use a strategy to report that they're losing money. See, the owner is actually allowed to write off the entire cost of the sports team against future income. This will allow Floyd to pay less in taxes. It's called amortization, which is very similar to depreciation. But if Floyd ever decides to sell the team, then the taxes will be owed. Who cares then? Because the taxes he was supposed to pay during those years, he's going to take that money, reinvest it for personal profit. See you, Floyd. Hit your boy up if you need help with taxes. My name is Duke, and I make taxes very easy to understand. Give me a follow to stay educated.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. is reportedly expanding into the real estate sector in New York City, New York, with a $42 million investment in a portfolio focused on affordable housing. The acquisition is said to include more than 60 properties, mainly situated in Upper Manhattan, comprising roughly 1,000 residential units.
The biggest flexer in the culture, Floyd Mayweather, would take to Instagram to announce that he just bought multifamily units in Manhattan for $400 million, all right? He would say he got 62 properties exact, took a photo op, the multifamily units is in the back, and he would say this is money out of his own pocket.
Floyd Mayweather Jr., there's a story circulating that Business Insider did talking about this $400 million property deal that he had been discussing here in New York City. But now, according to Business Insider, it's not what you think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties, and it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Here is what Floyd Mayweather had said at the time on a video that he posted on his Instagram.
I love bringing the people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings, all belong.
This purchase is reportedly set to rank among the largest multifamily real estate deals in the city in recent times. Mayweather has reportedly shared that the investment carries personal meaning, reflecting on his modest upbringing and the value of supporting accessible housing. The portfolio is expected to qualify for Article 11 tax exemptions, which are designed to help maintain long-term affordability for tenants.
I want to talk about now, because yesterday in the New York Post, they talked about this, and I saw it on social media. I was like, I don't know, I don't believe it. But now it's like, my man, you've got a $400 million Manhattan real estate portfolio?
Not just $400 million. So it's a lot more, but that's just one of the portfolios I happen to purchase in 2024.
Wow. And that's how it's blossoming.
Well, you know, the number is growing each and every day. Like I said, the number is growing each and every day. That's one of my buildings in Manhattan. And as you can see, everything down bottom, from top to bottom I own, all the way down. And I'm truly, truly blessed.
Yeah.
Truly blessed.
You're blessed.
While Floyd Mayweather Jr. publicly highlighted his reported $400 million real estate venture in Manhattan, Business Insider has questioned the accuracy of these claims. Their reporting suggests that there is limited proof linking Mayweather directly to the purchase of the more than 60 apartment buildings. Sources within the real estate industry, as well as property records, have not verified his personal ownership or direct role in the transaction.
This world, a deal like this gets talked about, people know about it beforehand. It's something that really shakes up the market. So for this to happen and for nobody to know about it was very strange. And, it came across the radar of the experts, and they did their digging, and they found out that Floyd Mayweather is full of fish. Business Insider launched an investigation in Floyd Mayweather claims that all the buildings belong to him and he don't have any partners, and he just purchased 62 rental units in Manhattan. At the end of their investigation, they would come to a conclusion that Floyd Mayweather claims do not appear to match reality. All right, they would say a month after Mayweather's announcement, none of the buildings have changed hands. So the owners of the building can be seen. Like, these is public records. It will say, according to New York City property records, which are usually updated within days of a sale. Several experts says a deal to sell the properties outright to Mayweather does not seem imminent. Now, here's where the funny business starts. You see how Mayweather said he owns all the properties, he have no partners, right? So he got tipped off that Business Insider was doing an investigation.
It's possible that Floyd Mayweather Jr. may be overstating or misrepresenting his involvement in the Manhattan real estate deal to reinforce his image as a wealthy entrepreneur. Analysts point out that transactions of this scale usually require participation from institutional investors or established development firms, rather than individual buyers without a clear paper trail. This skepticism has prompted questions about Mayweather's true financial standing and whether his high-profile lifestyle is backed by tangible assets or carefully managed public perception. At this stage, the validity of the $400 million claim remains unclear, and scrutiny over the situation continues to intensify.
Floyd Mayweather Jr., there's a story circulating that Business Insider did talking about this $400 million property deal that he had been discussing here in New York City. But now, according to Business Insider, it's not what you think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties, and it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Here is what Floyd Mayweather had said at the time on a video that he posted on his Instagram.
I love bringing the people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me. Guess what? You can do the same.
All right. Well, now we're trying to figure out what happened, right, with Business Insider. So according to another update, he did ink a $402 million deal for a Black Spruce portfolio. When he said that it was all his and no one invested, he meant no one was funding his part of the investment but him. And so I think this is something where maybe he owns a piece of this or shares in it, but it hasn't changed hands because the majority owner is still the same owner that it was before. I'm trying to understand what happened with this, but I know there's a story that's circulating, so just putting it out there. Whew, it's a tough one. I'm trying to understand as a real estate person myself, what exactly he is communicating when he's saying that he owns this, because they're trying to make it seem like he doesn't, but what it seems like is that he owns shares of these buildings, and it's a larger, it's part of an investment.
Yeah. An anonymous source from Floyd Mayweather Jr. S-Team reportedly added to the doubts surrounding the Manhattan real estate story, stating that no known investment partner is involved in the alleged deal. This information directly challenges earlier speculation that Mayweather might be participating in a joint venture or acting as a silent partner alongside a larger firm. According to the source, he is presenting himself as the sole purchaser, a claim that has raised questions among industry professionals given the sheer scale of the transaction.
So a member of his team spoke off the record. And they actually try to modify the story a little bit to get ahead of it. So it went from we own all the buildings with no partners to now their story is changing up a little bit. Oh, they reached out to the Housing Partnership, a spokesperson. Now, the Housing Partnership of NYC is a nonprofit group that is a partner in a majority of these like really huge like property deals. And it helps, the person buying it to qualify for tax breaks and grants and preserve the affordability of the portfolio apartments, right? If you're buying affordable housing, then you're gonna go through the NYC Housing Partnership. That never happened, okay? So the spokesperson says the Housing Partnership has not been advised of any sale, pending sale, or change in ownership. Generally, the partnership will be advised of the transfer and will be party to the transfer. That has not occurred. A person directly... Now, here's where Mayweather get on that BS, bro. All right, here's where the shady business starts. A person directly involved in the deal with Mayweather said that Mayweather had purchased a small minority ownership interest in the portfolio with options to expand that stake over time or acquire the buildings in their entirety. It is not clear if Mayweather will exercise those options. The person asked to remain anonymous to speak about a confidential arrangement with Mayweather. So off the rip, he lied, right? He misrepresented it to come across as if he owns 62 units, is a $400 million deal. I have no partners.
The remarks from the anonymous team member have further fueled doubts about the authenticity of the Manhattan real estate purchase, especially considering the absence of formal documentation or confirmation from third parties. If accurate, it could suggest that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is either overstating his role in the transaction or involved in a more complex shell structure that has not yet been made public. At the same time, Mayweather's reported investment in affordable housing has sparked discussion about its potential tax implications. Some of the properties in the portfolio are set to qualify for Article 11 tax exemptions, which can provide up to 40 years of relief on property taxes for affordable housing projects in New York City, New York. These incentives are intended to encourage the development and preservation of affordable units by lowering tax burdens. For an investor like Mayweather, such exemptions could result in substantial long-term financial advantages, increasing the overall profitability of the portfolio.
That's going to be their future, etc. But real estate is a great opportunity for them to, move forward, show that they've been successful in something, have that piece to stand on.
I don't know if you've seen the recent videos with Floyd Mayweather. Have you seen this where he's walking down the streets in, I think it's Brooklyn or New York, and he's doing it very softly, like, yeah, I own this whole building. Like, he owns blocks, right? So he's done a nice job with transitioning into real estate as well.
Yeah, he's made a lot of money in real estate, and all kind of as not flashy real estate. But generally speaking, buying, simple working class apartments and holding them for, 10 years. And, that's kind of the big piece of real estate is they just always go up a little bit, and sometimes they go up a lot, but they're headed up in general because of inflation. Effectively, everyone living there is paying you 20 to 30% of their income to rent from you. And, so it's a great long-term asset to hold.
And it's not always about, this term, what you make, but it's what you keep. That really, really matters.
This isn't the first time Floyd Mayweather Jr. has faced allegations related to financial misconduct. He, along with DJ Khaled, became involved in the controversial cryptocurrency startup Centrate, which falsely promoted its digital currency services. The company misrepresented partnerships with major financial firms, including Visa and MasterCard, claims that were entirely untrue. Both Mayweather and Khaled publicly endorsed Centrate's initial coin offering without revealing that they were financially compensated for doing so. Reports indicate that Mayweather earned $100,000 and Khaled received $50,000 for their promotion. Their endorsements helped attract investors, many of whom ultimately lost millions of dollars when the cryptocurrency project collapsed.
Did you get Mayweather and Khaled on? How much did you have to pay them?
So we had like connections through Miami club scene, right? Like, and those type of guys, you just fucking, you talk to a guy that knows them. They ask him how much they'll do a commercial for or whatever the fuck it is. And like Floyd's price was $1 million, right? But we ended up paying Floyd mostly in the currency that we had made. So we're basically paying him with fake money. And we paid him like $250,000 cash and then like the $750,000 in Centra coins, which was like fucking, you know, who the fuck cares? And right away, you know, he puts out, like, I don't know who the fuck's listening to Floyd Mayweather for where to invest, you know, kind of retarded in my opinion, but fuck it. You know, he puts out one commercial we sent him like a fake card that was just basically one of our debit cards. He swipes it. He's like buying fucking underwear with my Bitcoins, you know, that type of fucking thing. And millions of dollars just came flooding in right from that fucking post.
He just fucking loves money.
Yeah. He'll do any sort of fucking ad.
Yeah.
You can send him a deal, and if you give him $1 million, he fucking...
Cryptocurrency, I mean, it's the new wave. It's what everybody's doing. And I started, you know, of course I started with boxing, but then of course now it's real estate. My real estate portfolio is crazy, but I'm truly blessed. I'm truly blessed. And if cryptocurrency is the new wave, you know what? Be the best.
Now, Sandra and John, I try to save that for you, but as you know, the champ will do what the champ wants.
In the Netflix documentary Bitcoin, convicted fraudster Ray Trapani details how he orchestrated the Centrate Tech cryptocurrency scam, which raised millions by making false claims. Trapani recruited high-profile figures such as Floyd Mayweather Jr. and DJ Khaled to promote the venture, leveraging their vast social media audiences. He reportedly described Mayweather as lacking full understanding, implying the boxer may not have realized the project was fraudulent. Both Mayweather and Khaled were later penalized by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission for failing to disclose the payments they received for endorsements. The SEC charged them with unlawfully promoting securities, resulting in Mayweather paying $614,775 in fines and Khaled paying $152,725. Meanwhile, Centrate's founders, including Saurabh Sharma, were arrested and subsequently sentenced for wire fraud and conspiracy after defrauding investors of nearly $25 million.
Investors are accusing the celebrities of promoting a no-name crypto called Ethereum Max.
Do your homework, do your research.
I would not move forward with an endorsement that a celebrity had recommended just on the fact that they were a celebrity.
Kajanwa Moit teaches branding and marketing at Parsons School of Design at the New School.
You know, they did what every scammer would normally do, which is to name it after something that is trusted. In fact, what we came to find is Ethereum Max has nothing to do with Ethereum. It doesn't even sit on the Ethereum blockchain, but it's a way of duping people.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has long cultivated a public image centered on luxury and extravagance. From high-end vehicles to bespoke jewelry and visible displays of cash, he consistently showcases his wealth. While this lavish lifestyle has become a defining part of his personal brand, his financial activities have not always been without controversy. Despite earning substantial sums through his boxing career, endorsements, and various business endeavors, there have been occasions where his participation in promotional ventures has drawn ethical scrutiny.
I'm always bringing the people into my life. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the love. I have to bring you guys into my life on a daily basis. Check out my view again. Once again, I should say. The Michael Jackson steps.
The Centrate Tech incident serves as a notable example in which Floyd Mayweather Jr. did not reveal that he was being financially compensated for promoting a fraudulent cryptocurrency company. Although he reached a settlement with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission and paid the required fines, cases like this illustrate how celebrity-backed financial promotions can sometimes mislead investors. Despite these controversies, Mayweather continues to wield significant influence. His wealth and standing within both the sports and entertainment industries remain substantial, even in the face of past ethical and legal challenges.
CoinDesk and Floyd Mayweather Instagram. He's promoting central tech card, spending bitcoins, Ethereum, and other types of cryptocurrency in Beverly Hills with my titanium central card. This is just really so cool. And let me show you another video. Pause it for a sec. Yeah, so I wanted to show you the video. And yes, if Mayweather is showing this card, this is definitely a deal. I have invested in ICR.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has previously faced scrutiny for his involvement in various NFT and cryptocurrency initiatives that raised red flags for investors and regulators. Blockchain analyst Zach XBT has criticized Mayweather for promoting multiple controversial ventures, including the Floyd token, which he advertised on social media before later removing the posts. This activity reflects a recurring pattern in which Mayweather has endorsed projects such as Mayweavers, Real Floyd NFT, Ethereum Max, Bored Bunny, and Moonshot, many of which have since been flagged by members of the crypto community as potential scams.
Won't believe this. Floyd Mayweather is back in the NFT space to launch his metaverse called Mayweverse. There will be 5,000 NFTs with different utility, rarity levels, and rewards, but this NFT project is after a series of NFT and crypto scams he's started and promoted throughout the years. Some abandoned projects are Centra ICO, Ethereum Max, Floyd NFT, Bored Bunny, scamming his supporters for over more than $5 million. What do you think? Follow for more NFT.
Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s extravagant lifestyle has long been a topic of discussion. Do you believe his financial practices are legitimate, or do they cross a line? Share your opinion in the comments below.